Hello guys, I hope you're fine and you all have a good mood. Today it's my 7th day of mirror technique and today I have brought another movie for you to describe here as a mirror technique. So today's movie title is Rise of a Warrior. So it was released in 2017 and by Iran Miller and it's an amazing movie and it's action movie. It's not related to the science fiction or anything else, but it's related to Islam. It's an Islamic movie, you can say. It is the movie about uh, the slave Bilal radiallahu ta'ala anhu and many another people's the slave master. It's a big story and so there's something there's a bit things different from there. So there are like we read stories about Islam, historical stories, but we have read about this, but this is a bit very different from real. So you don't have to take it like the real, so it's a bit different. So now first of all I'm gonna do tell you about the summary. So let's start it. Once upon a time, there was a boy named by Bilal, and he was playing with his sister Gofera, and they were playing here and there. So it was very dark clouds in the sky. So it was about to rain, and then her mother was putting clothes on the wire um, to make them perfect, and then suddenly, a loud, big crowd was coming towards them with lot of horses and swords and weapons. Then her mother was seeing them, and then the mother said to the Gofera and the Bilal that you are supposed to hide behind the in the almari, otherwise they will kill you too. Then she hid them behind the almari, but she was not able to be hide because there was no space. Then they were very near to their house, so. She hid behind the door, and then they suddenly came. They broke the door, and then they saw that woman. Then they cut the neck of that woman with a sword. Then after that, the Bilal was not able to hold very. Then he shouted, "No!" Then and she went out of the Almera, and then they captured him. So then they made him this slave. Then after that, they were taking many difficult works from him, and he was so unhappy, and he was always be crying that anyone come and free me. I want freedom. I don't wanna become slave anymore. First, I was living very happily. I was not anymore slave, and now I'm slave. I don't have to. I cannot do anything without my owner. I only have to do things with my owners. And I did many works. But one day there was a man who said that I wanna free you, and his name was Abu Bakr. In real stories, in mystical story, there is Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu, Al Sadiq, Al Siddiq, and he used to free the he used to free the slave. In this movie, there is also Hazrat Bakr radiallahu ta'ala who saved the slave Bilal, and they all Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu ta'ala had a big role here, and they are called Abu Bakr, and they are looking like a normal person there. It's a movie, so a cartoon movie. So then they went there and said that I want to buy you. Then he became so happy. Then after that, he went away very far. And then the Bilal talked to his master that I want freedom. Then his master became so angry and said to the another soldiers that put up bring him, present him in a big ground. Everyone will see him, and then everyone will know that who want freedom will be happen this. And then they lied, made him lie onto the ground. Then he lied on the ground. Then they put a big hot stone on his body. He was crying with pain, but nobody was helping him because the Humaya, the slave master, was so powerful, and everyone had the fear of slave master. Then they said that he is so strong, we should free him, we should give a chance to him. And then they freed him, and then they became so happy. Then there was another friends, Saad, Safan, Akbar, Soheb, and one of the enemy, Abul Ahkam, Hakim. Then they all friends, the allies of Bilal showed how to fight, and trained him to fight. Then he became very good warrior. He was able to fight with anyone. He was so powerful. They gave him the weapon sword, like this, what the thing we call, and that thing, and the safety board, and a good horse too. And the name of the horse was Tufan, and which we called in English Storm and Tufan, and it was a good name. And then he became very energetic, and he and his friend went to their place, and then they killed all of them. They had a big fight, but they were only 313, and they were millions of. Then they were about to lose, but then the Bilal prayed to God. Then Allah sent lot of angels to them, and then angels fought with their enemies and won. And then after that, the Bilal became so happy, and now he was not anymore a slave. Then after that, he got freedom, and he was not a slave anymore. So he became very happy and thanked to his God for this good gift, the best gift. And then he started to live there. He started to help the people. He was helping people, and he don't used to and do anything bad. He was telling everyone about justice and good things. And that's all about the summary. Now let's jump into the setting, and then I will tell you the characters and many more. And now let's jump into the setting. The setting of the movie is everywhere are the people's horses, and there's a big desert. And in that desert, the sky is very good with a bit clouds, and sun is shining very hot, and there is a bit breeze into the into that desert. And there's a big town too. Everyone is busy in his own work, and it's especially it's the time of summers. In mid of summers and winters are very good weather, and in which the people are so comfortable. They feel very comfortable, and it's my favorite season too. And everywhere is happiness and justice, and it's a good setting. But at the end, it's changed. And then it's also changed, but at the mid it's so bad, and everybody is darkness. Everyone is scared from the slave master, and everything is not happy. And this is all about the summary, that setting. Now again and again I see summary. It's all about the setting. Now let's go towards the character settings. Now there are many characters. There I've written the characters here on a noteboard. You can see if you are able to read. Okay, wait for a while. So there are 11 characters. First I will read the name, then I will explain them. First one is Bilal, Gufera, Humama, Humaya, Saad, Safan, Akbar, Abul Hakim, Soheb, Hamza, Al Siddiq. Or we can also say Abu Bakr. And now let's go ahead and explain them. So first one is Bilal, the main character of the movie, the hero of the movie. And he was a boy, and he was a boy, and he was always loving to fight. He was wanting to become a big warrior, and he used to in his childhood, since his childhood, he used to get a stick, a big wide skate stick, and then he used to cut that in the style of a sword. And then he used to fight with his sister with a wooden sword, and he used to say, I won, I'm so powerful. And he was so happy. and mm, he always wanna help people with his word, and he was always so happy. And in his childhood, but at the end, and he was also at the end, but at the mid, he was very, very unhappy. Those were the worst days of his life ever. Now let's go into the second character, which is not used so a lot like the Bilal. It's Gufera, the sister of Bilal. She was a sister of Bilal. She used to also play with the Bilal, and she was always wanting freedom, and she was hating the slaves too much, and she used to help the slaves. And there was a slave master, and she used to always think about him that he is not doing well to the slave. He should free the slaves and take care of that slave. They also want freedom like us and him, so why he is not doing that? And but she was always saying she was so quiet, gentle, and a very brave girl, and she was a very determinating girl, and she used to work very hard workingness, and she used to think about others that it's not good or it's good, and she was not selfish. She was taking care of others and thinking about the others too, and she was so good girl. And the third character is Humama, the mother of the Gofera and the Bilal, which was dead by the enemies who came at the night clouds. I have told you into the summary the first paragraph, and it was a very interesting and emotional movie, emotional moment. And it was the very sadness that they killed the mother. And he was a very good mother. She used to take care of Bilal and his sister. And then one day the man came and then killed her, but he saved the son and daughter. And that was a brave thing. She was brave, it means. So she saved the girl and the son and girl, but sacrificed herself for them. And it I like this thing too much. And the next is Humaya. Do you know who is Humaya? The bad worst guy in the movie, the man villain, and it's Humaya, the slave master who captured the Bilal and all over the world the other slaves, and he used to beat them. He used to make them cry. He used to throw stones at them, and he was very unkind to them, and he was mistreating them. And he was thinking that the justice is not good, and it's not an uselessly mad, and the good best thing is to beat them and mistreat others. And he was having the bad things ever, and he was very unkind, very bad person in this movie. And he was the man villain too. In this movie, he had the role that he captured the Bilal, and he was treating him like a slave, and he was not doing well to Bilal. Then in this movie, then at the end, the Bilal became a good warrior with the help of Saad Safwan, Akbar Sohaib, Hamza, and Abu Bakr. And then he became powerful. He got trained by them, and then he had this code, and then he went toward the Umayyad slave master to take revenge from him, and then he attacked on his neck and cut that neck. Then he was dead, and I was so happy, and I liked this scene very much. Then when the Bilal went there and then kicked very hard and cut his neck so fast. In the Aqaba, the slave master used to kick the Bilal and unkind mistreat him. Now the Bilal kicked him and cut his neck. So it was very upset and it was very good. I liked this scene too much because the slave master was not doing well, and then the Bilal took revenge from him, and it's a good thing. I liked it because he got the lesson and he got the result of what he did before to the Bilal and other slaves. So let's jump into the now. Don't let's not waste the time, and now jump into the another character, which is the fifth character, Saad. And this now I will tell you about the first. Let me okay now in the which I have written let things. So next character is Saad, which was on the Bilal side, and he was one of the friend of Bilal. He used to play the childhood, but there's no big role into this movie. They didn't mention that friend into any fire, but there's a bit moment that once the Bilal went to them and he was hunting the apples, and then he went to them and said, "Do not hunt apples, do not waste your time, study or do any hard work. So you will be so good. You will be called good people, good man." And he ignored him, and then he said, "You are my friend, very good friend." And this was the moment, and there was nothing else about this Saad. And next is Safan. It's same like Saad, the brother of Saad, and he was so kind and everything else. He was the also the friend of the he was also a friend of what Bilal, and he used to play with the Bilal, and they all have the used to have fun. But one day, the Safan and Saad had an idea. Then they saw that there was a friend of Bilal, and they were teasing the friend of Bilal, and they can I what we call they three was swore to him, and then she got a bit killed. He got a big bleeding on his fingers, and they went to them and said sorry that we were just playing, we were just kidding. Do not tell this about anyone. Then Bilal was saying this. Then Bilal went to Saad and Safan that you did too well to my best friend. Now I am not talking to you anymore. I thought that you are a good guy, but you are a bad guy. You wanna hurt the other people, and you are selfish. I know you are not kind. You are unkind, and I don't like the unkind people. I like kind and gentle and another good people, good guys, and you are the bad guys. So we are not friends anymore. And then he broke the friendship after that. And now but at the end, Safan and another friends came together at the end and apologized from the Bilal and his best friend who was having bleed on his finger. And then they said sorry, and they all became friends. And then the Bilal and his friend forgave them because they were knowing that now what we have to do with them. Now we have done everything, and we won from the other slave master Umaya, and now we have to play together, and we should be friends, not any enemy anymore. And then they became so happy, and then that's a good thing. I liked another good thing. And now let's go about the Sohaib. It's the another good friend of the it's a friend of Bilal who helped him very much in training and telling him how to fight, and there's a big role of Sohaib too. He helped him to how to fight, and he helped him into the crowd to kill the enemies, and then they won. And yeah, I like this Sohaib and too. Next, it's Hamza, and which one was the which one was I don't know about this. Please don't mind. And I think it is not the character of this. It was written into the before one movie. So now that's all about the character setting. Now I like the character most. One, Bilal, Gufera, Humama, and Saad, Safwan, Sohaib. And I like these characters too much. These are my favorite characters. And now let's go about the non-favorite characters. I dislike them, and those are the bad guys. First, the man bad guy, the most particular. I don't know. Vigilant mind. The most bad I disliked and unfavorite. And next is Ukba, and the next is the son of Umayya, the Uqba, and these the both are the villains. and I didn't like these characters because they were bad guys and they were mistreating the slaves and not being kind on them, and they were so bad guys, so I dislike them. And these were the main villains of the movie too. And now this is all about the character setting. Now let's jump into the movie in detail. And now this is all about the character setting, and now let's jump into the movie in detail. So, once upon a time, there was a brother named Bilal, and he was having a sister, Gufera, and he was playing with his sister. Then a big crowd came, and their mother said, "Then now hide." Then they hide behind the Almira, and then that crowd came and then killed that. A woman, the mother of the Bilal named Humama, and then the Bilal was so angry, then he couldn't hold himself, and then no, then he fell out of that Almera, and then they saw him, then he captured them and brought him towards the uh, slave master, and then said that this is the guy, we were finding him, we killed the mother of him, now we brought him to get work, we will make him slave. We had listened that he's so powerful, and he work very hard, and he will work very hard to us, and then we will be successful. If we have heavy work, we will take that heavy work from him. Then they used to take the heavy bags from him, and Bilal was not feeling comfortable. He was so unhappy, and he was missing his mother, and he was thinking that I'm now slave. I'm not the free man anymore. Now I miss the streets of my house, the gates, and my all house that I was living. Now I'm living into the Umayyad, the master of slave master, and now I am always here. Now I don't have to do. Then he started to cry, and he prayed to the God that Allah, that I want freedom. And then he was hopeful that Allah will give me the freedom. Then he went to that slave master, and then he was grazing the goats into the field, and then he was a man, and then his mouth was shining like a bulb, and then he was so curious that who is he. Let me see the time when it's over, and then after that his mouth was shining like a bulb, and then after that he was curious that who is he. I should know about him, and why he is why his mouth is shining like this. And then I went to him and then said that who are you and why your mouth is shining. And I said, I am not able to, I will not tell you about this, but my name is Abu Bakr, and I came here, and I am ordered by my God to free you. Now I came here to free you. Then he became so happy. Hooray! Now I will be free. Now I got freedom. Now I'm not slave anymore. Then he hugged Abu Bakr and said that you are the best. You saved me. Now you are the kindest man I have ever seen into the world. And then after that, I said that these are the stupid men. They will not, then they will not let you buy me. They are the stupid. Then the slave master began so angry and said, now you are not, you will not go anywhere. Now you are slave, my slave. Forever you will never get freedom. Then that slave Bilal became so unhappy and said, now, oh my God, what you did, I cannot do anything now because what my mouth did. My mouth said very bad thing. Now I will not be free. Now I destroyed my freedom. Now my dreams are sold. Now my dreams are destroyed. Now I'll never be free. I will be slave anymore. Then Pakkar said, now I will come back. Go to your slave master, otherwise he will kill you like your mother. Then he went there and started to work. And one day, Bilal said to his master that, oh master, and I want freedom. Then he said, oh, What you are saying? You are standing equal to me. You are slave and I am your master. Sit on your knees. Then he sat on his knees and said, and now. And then he said, can I say something now? Then he said, no, I don't want to listen anything from you. You are my slave and you are talking to me like my brother and I am your master. You should respect me now. Go, I don't want to listen anything from you. Otherwise, if you will say any kind of word, I will kill you. Go away. Then he became so unhappy after listening that unkind words, and then he was having a bit tears in his eyes, but he started to go, and he was going towards that thing, towards a big palace of Umaya. Then he saw a big horse. Then he went to that horse, and then he wanted to sit on that. Then he tried many times to sit on the horse, but the horse was moving here and there. Then he had an idea. Then he said, I will give him some food, then he will become my friend and he will trust me that I'm a good guy. So now, no. If I will do this, so he will be my friend, so he will come after me every time. So if I will work in front of my master, so he will so no, I will do this, so I wanna sit on him. Then Ibro gave him the food. Then that horse became so good friend of Bilal. Then the Bilal sat on him and went outside for a ride. That he was not knowing that the slave master will see me, but luckily the slave but unfortunately the slave master saw him and said that you are going without my permission using my horse. Oh, what you did now? You will be punished. And he became so unhappy. Then he said that. Then he tied with the ropes. Then he said that now tomorrow my soldier will bring you in front of a big crowd and you will be punished there. We all will be see that what happens after we disagree or we do very bad to our slave master. So what happened to the slave if we they did they do the bad things to his slave master? Then in the morning came unfortunately very fast, and then the soldiers came and then they caught the chains from that Bilal's hand and legs, neck. Then he freed them, and then they presented him in front of big crowd and horse hand. And then they brought a big hot red color stone. It was red with heat. And then they put on his body, and then he started to cry. He was shouting very far. Then the slave master came and sat on that stone to give him more pain and to make this more painful. And then to make this more painful, then he said, oh Bilal, how you feel it now? Do you know what happens after me? Then he said, now still I want freedom. And he said, okay, you want freedom, so I will give you one chance, because you are looking so powerful, so you will have to fight against me. If you will win, you will get freedom. If you will not win, you will lose from us. You will be slave over us many more forever. Then he got freed, and then he went to the Abu Bakr and his friends Safwan, Saad, Sohaib, and Hamza, and told him, I got freedom. And then he said, oh, what you are saying, you are free now, but on one thing condition, that I will have to fight against him. If I will lose, I will slave. If I will win, I will be the master and I will be free. And then they told him how to fight, and then he learned fight, and he was so good and moving forward. And then he got that horse who was the friend of yeah, Bilal. Then he became so good, and then he was only 313, but the enemies were so big, so they fought with them, and they were about to lose the Bilal only, and some friends were left, and all crowd was dead. Then he prayed to his God that I don't wanna be slave anymore. I wanna freedom. Please help us. Then they saw that a shiny thing is coming towards them, and then Allah sent angels for their help. And the angels were millions, trillions, billions, and then they fought with them and enemies and destroyed them. And after that, the Bilal So let me see the time. So sorry, I wasted my time for that. And then the Bilal said, "Oh my God, you helped us. You are the best. Now we got freedom. Now we will help happily. We will help each other, and we were the good guys." And after that, and they became so happy. And then they said that you are the true good. And after that, he went to Umayya's house and killed him, and his son was left. So then he said to the son that if you will mistreat the slaves and if you are our side, you will get the forgiveness and we will forgive you. Otherwise, we will kill you. We don't want to take you slave because I know what how difficult to become a slave is. Now we will directly kill you. And he said, mm, please kill me. Then they killed them, and that's it about the whole story. And I like this story too much, but I think there was a bit not fault. As usual, there's a bad thing I dislike that they kill the mother. So they should not kill the mother because the sons are alone without their mother. They were not having the father too, and then they lost the mother too. They should not kill the mother, and they should kill another people. So they should be more happy. And overall, this movie was the best. It was an Islamic movie and good for kids. So kids can learn about Islam and they can learn things from it and good things. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this great movie. And if you enjoy, please like and subscribe my channel. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Meet you next time. Take care of yourself.